A Peoria woman says she was deeply questioned at Tanner's Orchard this week because of her service dog.
Hope Many says an employee demanded that she show papers proving her dog was a service animal, even though state law says businesses cannot ask for that. Hope Many says that she needs her service dog for seizures and PTSD, and she says she can't see herself ever returning to Tanner's after what she experienced there yesterday. Andy Weber has this story tonight.
I was devastated. I was crying. Like, I walked out and was crying until I got to my car and shaking.
Hope Minnie says that was the state she was in after visiting Tanner's Orchard on Thursday. Minnie says she called ahead to say she'd be visiting with her service dog. When she arrived, she says an employee started asking questions.
She just randomly came up to me and got in my face and told me that there's no dogs allowed, and I said she's a service dog, and she asked me where my papers were, and I said I don't need papers.
And Minnie says the situation did not get any better.
She said some unkind words, and then I left.
Minnie, who says she has PTSD and experiences seizures, needs to have a service dog with her at all times. Her service dog, Dixie, can alert others when Minnie has a seizure and can calm her down when she's struggling with PTSD. In a statement, Tanner's Orchard said, quote, "We apologize for any misunderstanding. We welcome all service animals and make accommodations for people with disabilities." She was not asked to leave. But Minnie says it did not seem like a misunderstanding to her.
I was telling her directly that she is my service dog and she does perform tasks for me.
While she doesn't plan to return to Tanner's, Minnie hopes the Orchard will make changes.
When someone does have a dog, approach them better and have a sign out there that does state, service dogs welcome.
Andy Weber also spoke with advocates for access of Peoria Heights. They said it's important to remember the distinction between service animals and emotional support animals. Businesses are required to admit service animals that perform a task. Service animals can only be dogs or miniature horses.
So what should business owners do when they can't tell whether or not an animal is working? Thane Hunt with Advocates for Access says that state and federal law does not require service animals have any kind of ID or documentation. The law only allows questions to be asked.
The Americans with Disabilities Act is pretty clear. You can ask, is this a service animal? Yes. What service does this animal provide? It's simple.
Hunt adds that when people lie about pets being service animals, it makes life much more difficult for people who rely on working animals to live an independent